Hey everybody, we are in the brand new Adventure right now. Picked it up from Sanford, Florida and drove it here to Fort Wilderness in Disney World, and we've had it for about 2 weeks. I know you haven't seen too much about it. Unless you've been following us on Instagram, you might not have seen it at all. Unfortunately, this is our last day having it and we have to return it, and we don't want to. We want, we want to hold on to it. It's been awesome. It's a huge difference than our Vista. It's unbelievable what an extra 9 feet will do for you, and just the upgrades that it has compared to ours. And so you had just said, what about it?
That our Vista feels like a college dorm room compared to this.
Yeah, this feels like a condo. Some of the features that are in it we've never had. Like when we left our apartment, we didn't have a washer and dryer in our apartment, but we now have. I said we now have, but we're giving it back to borrow. We now have a washer and dryer in the Adventure, and we always wondered, is it something that we would use if we had a washer and dryer in our RV? And apparently the answer is yes, because we used it every single day on this trip.
Yeah. It's definitely a bit of a learning curve compared to your regular washer and dryer in your house, but once we figured it out, we've used it.
Oh yeah. We're using it minimum once a day, sometimes twice a day. And it's just the convenience of just having it right there. We would wake up in the morning, you just throw some clothes in the wash, and you don't need to fumble with the coins. You don't need to get changed. You don't have to worry about going to a laundry room and finding out that the machine is down and that you got to go somewhere else. I mean, it's been incredibly convenient, more so than we thought. And, you know, having full hookups, it's not an issue. You know, here at the campground, you have enough power, you have enough water, and you got your sewer. So we're taking advantage of it big time. Something else that we have here that we don't have in our RV is a residential refrigerator. It's larger than our refrigerator.
It's larger than the one we had at the apartment.
And it has an ice maker in it. And I think I've said it before that who knew that having ice is a luxury. We normally don't have ice in our drinks. You know, of course you could purchase a machine to make ice for you, but then it's taking up space, and when you live in an RV, you don't usually have a whole lot of space, unless if you have this Adventure where you have tons of space. It's a weird thing for us to unpack our Vista to pack another RV to go on a trip, because we're just not used to packing things still. So you live in your motorhome, you have everything that you always need, and you don't have to worry about packing and what can you bring and what not to bring. Especially if you're flying, then you're really limited to what you can bring. But going from one RV to the next RV, we were still picking and choosing what we wanted, because we weren't really sure as far as getting everything out of our Vista. So, but we did. We wound up just taking everything out of our Vista and moving it over here. And again, with the extra size, we still have cabins that are empty.
More than enough space.
Drivability was something that I was a little leery on with a vehicle this size. So it's almost 10 feet larger than ours, but we were saying that it was more comfortable on the highway and driving than ours would be, and I was really surprised by that. And I'm not sure if it's because this has larger wheels and tires, so this is 22.5-inch wheels, and our Vista, I think, is 19, or if it's the wheelbase, or maybe it's a combination of both.
I don't know, but it did feel more like we were riding on air. It was a little more floaty than ours.
It has a cushier ride to it, because as far as everything else is concerned, I think it's the same. We're still on the F-53 chassis. This one's beefed up for the extra weight, but other than that, I think it's the same suspension, everything. So I don't know, could it just be tires and a wheelbase? I guess that's what it is. I'm not really sure why, but this does have a softer, steadier ride than our Vista does, and that was surprising. And of course, one thing that we were worried about too is the size for maneuverability. But I pulled it in. We hooked up our car. We were towing our car with this, and I pulled into the Walmart and parked it at the Walmart pretty easily too. Yeah. Will this get in every gas station like we do in the Vista? Probably not, because of the size. So that's something to think about. But as far as driving it goes, it's really comfortable. It's really nice.
I think every day we've been in here, you're like, I love this. I love this.
Yeah.
How do we keep it? How do we get one? I love this.
It's been great. We have a fireplace sitting right across from us, and it's a nice fireplace. It's electric, and it's, obviously not real fire, but it's got a little bit of fake brick in it, and there's fake logs in it, so when it lights up, it looks realistic enough that we've been like, yeah, let's just turn the fireplace on instead of going out and making a campfire. It's been it's been really nice. I've been loving these windows. There's windows everywhere. So like even when we're inside, and it's actually raining outside right now, so you wouldn't want to sit outside. But with all these windows, you get a lot of the outdoor feel, even though we're sitting inside. We had our niece with us.
Yes.
She came and she did your makeup for Halloween. And she slept in the bunk bed up here that I'm pointing at that you can't see. And which was nice because when she stays, whenever we have family stay with us in our Vista, they take our bunk bed or our dinette. But when we have like a niece and nephew, like we did on that last trip, one took the bunk and one took our dinette. Well, now that
turn the RV into a bedroom.
Yeah, because then we lose our seats everywhere. But something like this that sleeps 8 people, so now you got the bunk up here and a sofa here, and we would still have a dinette for sitting. And even if that was taken up, then we have these captain's chairs with the coffee table in between. This is something that I'm going to figure out how I can get in our Vista, because I've really been enjoying this coffee table in between the chairs. We don't have this feature in ours, but we will get that feature in ours. I've been using it to write show notes for the podcast, to write emails. I've been doing all my work on this little coffee table. It's been great. And we have a similar thing in Vista where you can turn the front seat around on the passenger and use that as office space as well, which is one of my favorite spots in our Vista because you get that great view out the windshield. It's pretty sharp to have that nice view while working. So we did have a mirror with us, and we dressed up in Halloween costumes. I won't say who we are just yet because I'll say that Amira did the makeup for Sabrina, did an awesome job. And then we have 2 bathrooms in this RV. So Amira was able to use the half bathroom. Sabrina's using the rear bathroom to get ready. And I didn't need much makeup, so we didn't need a 3rd bathroom. But so we all got ready and in costume, and we went as Marvel superheroes, and we got a lot of compliments at the park on our costumes. And we did the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and it wasn't scary at all. It was
Not
at all. If you guys ever think about bringing your kids, I think kids would love it. We were all adults, obviously, and we really loved it. And I did go trick-or-treating, and I did get some candy.
I think you got 3 times the candy, because we couldn't eat the rest of the candy.
Yeah, because of the dairy and the candy. Neither one of them could have it. So that meant I got 3 times the candy. And it's all right here in my belly now.
Oh my gosh.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The Disney itself is just a lot of fun. I always feel like they go above and beyond what they need to do for service. Like, we are special eaters, we'll say. We have a lot of, we got some allergies, we got certain dietary preferences, and Disney really goes out of their way to make sure they're making us happy, even though we're a small percentage of, community.
Kenny made me look it up.
Yeah,
see.
Sabrina's like, no, they deal with people, vegetarians all the time, and people that eat a vegan diet. I'm sure they're used to it. The vegan diet people are 5% of the of the population.
5. It's 0.5.
0.5. It's even worse. I'm sorry. It's 0.5. I was like, they never. But they're great. They give us so like every food stand and food vendor in Disney World has a menu that lists all their food, the ingredients that's in it, and they'll bring a chef out. They'll walk us through. If it's a buffet, the chef walks you down and points out everything in the buffet that you can or you shouldn't eat, and they really do go above and beyond. And we're here for the Food and Wine Festival, and we ate, oh my goodness,
a ton.
Well, I'll be paying for it later. Sabrina can lose the weight pretty quick, but it sticks on me for a long time, long time.
I may or may not have brought a scale to Disney.
Yeah, she's really good about it. I'm like, that was one thing that could have stayed in the RV. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a scale on vacation during a food and wine festival going on at Epcot. I was like, hey, I wouldn't even look at that thing. But yeah, we had a ton of food. I mean, they give you so much. We had so much food that we couldn't even finish everything, and we were bringing it back and throwing it in the refrigerator, and we still have leftovers, which is good. Cause,
yeah, we're not wasting it.
Yeah, we're not wasting it. We'll eat it today. We'll eat more food tomorrow and probably the next day, too. We got a lot of food in that fridge. I think Sabrina had said, like, halfway through the trip, she's like, this does not feel like RVing full-time or full-time RVing. This feels a little too comfortable in a sense that, like, when we're in our Vista, we feel like we're doing something special. We're, like, living small and making things work. Here, we feel like we're in a condo. We feel like we're not making anything work. It is crazy comfortable in this RV. And, yeah, I don't know if we can get Winnebago to... I don't know. Well, I just have to start scheming. If you guys want to see, like, more of a day-to-day of, you know, what we were doing in the parks and how we've been using the Adventurer, I'm going to put a link for our Instagram stories down below, and you'll be able to see, like, everything that we did on this trip through Instagram stories. They're just like little 15-second video clips of just things that were going on every day from start to finish of the trip. And there's no commercials, there's no nothing. I don't even think you have to sign up for anything. I think if you just click that link, it should just automatically start playing. It's a fun way to see the whole trip. And the reason why I did it that way is because it's sometimes difficult to take the camera out, record what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You get...
It kind of takes away from the experience you're having.
It takes you out of the moment. Yeah, it takes you out of the moment. Whereas like Instagram's just on my phone. I record something real quick. There's no editing, and I post it to the story, and that's it. And then it's done, and then we continue to move on to get on Flight of Passage or something. That that's an incredible ride. If you come to Disney World and you go to Animal Kingdom, if there is one ride you go on, it is Flight of Passage, and ignore everything else. Just make sure you go on Flight of Passage. Also, if you check out the Instagram stories, you'll see that we were down here with our friends, John and Nadia, from Roman Remodelers. We had mentioned to them that we were going to Disney, and if they could swing it somehow, come on down and meet up with us. So they went to the parks with us for a couple days.
We love them.
Yeah, they're so funny.
Oh my gosh, Kenny was so excited to have somebody to have coffee with in the mornings.
Yeah, I have my...
Somebody to have coffee with in the mornings. I mean, it was like the night before, he's like, I'm going to meet John at 8:30 tomorrow morning.
I got to make sure I'm up in time and ready.
It was like he was getting ready for prom.
I don't want to be late for our coffee date.
He called me at one point in time. He's like, I think you took the keys to the golf cart. I have to meet John. I was like, I don't have the keys to the golf cart.
I was in panic mode.
He was.
I was like, I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late.
Late for his coffee date, but it was really cute.
It was great having.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was great having those guys here, and
this place didn't feel crowded either with them in it.
Oh yeah, that's true too. That's another good point about this thing is So they would come over and we would entertain here, and we would take breaks during like the heat of the day of the park and hang out in the event. You put 4 people in our Vista, and you know you got 4 people. Yeah. You put 4 people in this adventure, and there's like, oh, we got room. We got room for more. It's just, it's so strange because honestly, you just think it's only an extra. How much difference could 9 feet make? But it make a holy moly, does it make a difference? Our next video will be a full walkthrough tour of this adventurer, inside and outside. We'll do that very similar to the way that we did our Vista tour. We got a lot of good feedback from our Vista tour, and we'll show you like every little, you know, nook and cranny of this thing. So I guess that's it for now. You guys, everybody makes fun of me.
Amira said something about it on this
I know, everybody like...
She's like, did you just say use?
Yeah, use. There's 2 of yous, so it's use. You don't say you for both of yous, it's use.
Okay. Hopefully there's no kids watching.
Why?
They're going to pick that up?
There's worse things you could be picking up. All right, everybody.
All right, see you guys later.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.